YouTube, this is Auntie the Anti-Theist. I'm responding to Bro718, who responded to my video, Atheism is not a religion. In his video, Bro, you, in your video, say that you have a few questions about atheism, like what are the foundations of atheism, how does it keep growing, who started atheism, where did it come from? You also say that because non-belief, your words, you said non-belief is a belief in a non-belief, and that it is therefore a religion. I do agree with one thing that you said, which is that we need to define what we mean when we say religion. And, you know, I'm sure we could talk and work out a very detailed common ground explanation that we could both work with as a definition. But I'm going to start by saying that religion is more than just belief. There are lots of believers in the world who are not religious and would not describe themselves as being religious. My best friend, you know, smokes and drinks and has sex with her boyfriend and thinks Jesus loves her. She's not religious. She doesn't read her Bible regularly. She doesn't go to church regularly. She doesn't tithe regularly. She doesn't do the things that make up religion. She holds the beliefs of religion, but not the actions. So she's a believer, but she's not religious. Furthermore, a belief can't be a non-belief, and a non-belief can't be a belief. I kind of like to just do a little Atheism 101. Atheism is nothing more and nothing less than the absence of a belief in a god or gods. So when I say that everybody is born an atheist, that's all I'm talking about. Because we're all born without any beliefs. We don't, you know, have opinions on the world or culture or society or religion. We don't yet believe in a God because we haven't been told about one. Everyone is born an atheist. That's all being an atheist is. That's all atheism is. You don't have to, there are no tenets. There is no foundation. Nobody started it because there's nothing to it. You kept saying, what is the purpose of atheism other than non-belief? There is no purpose. That's all it is non-belief on that one issue. And it doesn't make a religion. Because let's look, for example, from your video I gathered that you're Christian. I would imagine that you don't believe in Allah, Vishnu, Krishna, Zeus, Poseidon. I would imagine that these are all gods that you're perfectly capable of not believing in, and also not having a religion about not believing in them. You just don't believe in them. Same thing. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in all those gods, and I don't believe in whichever one you do. That's all there is to it. That's it. So there is no one person that started atheism. It's more that atheism is the default state and people started religions. I thought it was interesting the way that you theorized that, you know, atheism might have started by, you know, somebody, you know, coming up with an idea and then persuading someone else and then sort of it getting repeated and repeated. It's interesting that you'd say that because that actually is how religions start. Because they're filled, you know, they're founded on, you know, ideas and claims of supernatural things or actions or, you know, explanations for the world or the cosmos or why we're here. Those are ideas that people come up with and then become stories that we tell that then get passed on. Atheism isn't like that because atheism's like a hole in the ground. It doesn't have any dirt in it, but it doesn't have anything else in it either. Atheism isn't just, you know, replacing, you know, Christianity with something else. It's just removing religion. Nothing else has been put in religion's place. As far as, worship or, all the things that sort of make up religion to my definition. I know that for me, I definitely don't think that a single, just believing in a God in and of itself is not a religion. Likewise, not believing in a God in and of itself is not a religion. Believing that Barney is a man in a costume is not a religion. Believing that Barney is a real purple dinosaur, and then getting together with a whole bunch of friends every week to talk about it and sing songs to Barney and try to figure out what Barney really wants you to do and like interpret his message and really meditate on it and get up every morning and pray to Barney, that would be a religion. But not believing in the Barney God would not be a religion. I can't tell you why, anybody, who I know personally is an atheist. I can tell you why I am or how I stopped believing. I believed for 25 years, as fervently as the kids in Jesus Camp, if you've seen that. I believed as much as was humanly possible. And then, I thought about it. I studied the sort of the same questions you asked me about atheism. Who started it? Where did it come from? How do we have this idea? Did Jesus start Christianity? Did Paul? Did Constantine? Is Christianity heretical? Is Judaism the correct faith? Is Islam? I started really, really looking at these questions, and I realized that there wasn't any evidence, any, concrete indication that any one religion was better than the other, or that any of them were true. And I started thinking about what the world would be like if there was no God. And the world makes complete sense without a God. It makes so much more sense than I felt like it made when I was trying to explain things like suffering in an all-loving God, or a Bible where the God character changes in personality, but it says that he's unchanging. Meaning the Bible is a confusing mashup of, poetry, genealogy, and OCD lists for tent making. And a couple of just so stories and fables in there too. Maybe some parables from Jesus. It's not a guidebook for living. It's not divine truth. And no God ordered that it be written. So I realized those things, once I lacked belief in that religion and didn't adopt a new belief in any other religion, by definition, I was an atheist. I hope this clears things up for you. If you have more questions, I'd love to hear back. Everybody in YouTube land, have a great and godless day. Peace. If only I could find the stop button.